Alright, guys, we are back. We just got back into the tavern here. We have a lot of objectives in a lot of places. And we can also pick up things from the exquisite gift box. Doubt it's going to be great, but yeah. Part of the Marauders. Some free honey is always good, though. We're going to do all the side quest stuff real quick.
Aha! There's my honey! I mean, my honeycombs. I wasn't calling you my honey. That would be absurd, but yes, this is
Right.
fantastic! I'm gonna whip us up some honey cakes right away!
Okay.
You
50
did me
gold's
a
not bad.
good turn with my devil's honey. I'm thinking I might have another favor to ask, if you've got the time. Seeing as how everyone is talking about battening down the hatches here to protect against the lost, I think we need to stock up on spirits. And I think I might know a spot to get our hands on some perfectly aged wine from the old world.
You're okay.
Bess said sure. Grab as many jars of wine as you can find there. We'll celebrate a little while we still have the time. Who knows what'll happen tomorrow?
Okay. She's sending me on a little mission. We still have to go get those flowers. That is the main quest. Let me go cash the rest of this crap in first. And who knows, maybe there's some more side quests here in town. We're still going to cash in the main quest. Go talk to that lady.
8, 9, 10. The miner's heirloom picks are all here. All accounted for and in good condition. This will be a big aid to building our defenses. How can I thank you for this?
Really?
You have my friendship, Rajal Sadak, and my time. And an odd job if you ever have need of one. We are always on the lookout for honest, hard-working people, and you strike me as being one.
Okay.
Let me give you a tip, Rajal Sadak. No one cares where you came from. We care about what you can do. The Regent made me her master builder after she saw my work. Though, she probably regrets that now.
Why?
Well, I've run into some supply troubles. I was expecting a shipment of stone, timber, and leather this week. Nothing's turned up yet. I fear the poor souls I found to help me may have turned into the lost. Oh? Would you? That'd be most excellent. You'd need to cut trees to gather wood and crush rocks to extract stone. There's a lot to teach you. But you seem up to the task.
Okay. I just have to gather stone now, because I've already gathered rawhide and wood. Okay. Interesting. I think I can gather stone pretty easily. As soon as I'm outside of town. Comet's Doctrine. Huh. Did I not just see? Man, I was so confused. Looked away for a second.
He's not with you. That can only mean... Blast that
Yeah.
Dummkopf! I told him to stay with me today. But no, he had to go to the mines and pick at another rock. I'm sorry too. There will never be another Eddie. I remember the first time he handed me his coat in the rain. Our first Thank you for bringing me the news, even if it wasn't what I expected.
Yeah. Sorry for your loss, lady. Okay. Resources for Prydwen. Although I do want to knock out that main quest by talking to Night Region Jin J, gathering 40 stone is super easy. So, just gonna... It's the closest thing I've got to a dash. Run out here and pick some stones, which I'm sure there's an overabundance of. Are typically everywhere. Hello, Boulder. Hello, Boulder, my friend. We already got 21 just off that. These little ones aren't going to give as much, but damn close. 3 boulders. That's what I was saying. Super easy to do. No issue at all. And he wants us to go and craft a little bit. You know what? I will. After I mine up some boulders. This is not going to be a grinding session. It's just me getting a couple of things because I can. I have to craft coarse leather, stone blocks, and timber. Seems easy enough. Okay. It's even highlighting the crafting stations. Which one's this? Stone cutting table. Okay. Corrupted sliver. Yeah, I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. Stone blocks are very easy. And when you go to craft something, you have the option to change the amount of things you want to craft all at once. If you look down here at the experience and also the Monarch Bluff fee, you see it's 1560 experience. If I only did one, it'd be 180 and cost a penny. Always go in bulk. You see that would have been 24 pennies as the fee. It's only 12. And the XP just multiplies. We also get a triple XP bonus for first craft bonus. So we're going to see this level go up quite a bit. 12. Alright. And if you look up here, you can see that we are at level 12. And it also shows how much XP we need to get to the next level. How much money we have and how much Azoth we have. Yep. Not bad. You can also kind of scroll down and see what other stuff there is to do in the future. Future craftables. No, I'm really interested in looking at that right now. Wood shop, tier 3. Alright, we're going to do just the exact same thing with wood. Hopefully we're going to see that thing go up to level 9. Cut down a lot more wood to get that. Only 2 XP needed. Not bad. It's going to take 4 green wood. And then after we've made timber, we can use timber to make lumber. But we'll also need aged wood, which we can't chop down until we get our wood cutting to 50. It requires obsidian paper. Sandpaper. The wordwood planks require lumber plus wordwood, which requires 100 wood chopping, and obsidian paper. Ironwood requires wordwood planks that we just made, and 8 ironwood plus obsidian sandpaper. So you can see this obsidian sandpaper is a hot commodity item. Eventually we'll get runewood planks, which require runewood and ironwood planks, and obsidian sandpaper. If you're noticing a trend, it means you're paying attention. Prismatic planks, which we can only make 10 of per day. Any prismatic item you can only ever make 10 of in a day. Requires this glittering ebony, which is not particularly easy to find. It's a rare drop. Wind chopping wood. So you'll eventually get some, probably, especially if you have good equipment and a high level of wood cutting. The rune wood planks, it requires 10 of them to make 1 prismatic plank and 4 obsidian sandpaper. So if you calculate all the math here of how much it took to get all the way up to prismatic planks, it's so much. So much. And that's why there's some grinding. And if you want to make like a tier 5 weapon at the end of the day, it's going to cost like 120 prismatic whatevers. So when I say there's a lot of grinding, I do mean there is a lot of grinding. But it's not a lot of grinding for me to just make some equipment for my level. So, you know, how many hours you put into the game, how much experience you get, that's going to influence how much grinding you're going to have to do to keep up with stuff. It's nice, it's relaxing, it's fine. Everything's fine. The tannery here. Some coarse leather. We're going to make 92 of it because we killed a bunch of wolves and boars. We got that up to 23. It's a huge bump. That's why I killed a bunch of boars. When we get up to 50, we can start making rugged leather out of our coarse leather. We don't need a secondary ingredient like the wood. But then the layered leather does need thick hide. And then infused leather needs iron hide or a couple other things, but mostly iron hide. Chitin plate can also be made off of the layered leather. It requires chitin parts, which you can find in the desert on scorpions, go figure. And there's runic leather that requires scar hide and infused leather. And prismatic leather that needs runic leather and 12 dark leather. This dark leather is made from dark hide and infused leather. So, infused leather is needed for both of these. Then you'll need 12 dark leather to make that, plus a bunch of aged tannin. So you can see the aged tannin is awfully important too. Anyways, let's go turn this in. Now that we've made some basic stuff. Hello?
Great! You brought exactly what I needed.
Of course
the right
I did.
type and the right amount. Were you always this resourceful?
Mm-hmm.
You're a good person, Rajal Sadak. You're going to do very well here on Aeternum. I hope to see more of you.
Can you say that less creepy?
Have you made friends here? You seem like someone a person would be lucky to call a friend. Back home in Syria, we always repay favors. You've helped me a lot. I hope I can return the favor. Words to live by, Rajal Sadak. You could be knight material, and I want to see you make it through a few more summers at least. Has anyone taught you how to make a sword? I suppose I must do everything around here. I'm sure that once I teach you to make a sword, you'll be able to supply armories.
Yeah.
You have that industrious look about you.
Okay. Do that too then. Refine. So I think he would have had me go get ore, but since we've already done that, I don't really particularly need to. Also, a bunch of tools in here I can do. Equip. Yes. Equip. Yes. Can't believe I didn't all this stuff before we headed out. Must have overlooked. And then I'm just gonna scrap this other stuff. Ooh, that's miner's. That's tough. I'm gonna scrap it for now. And that hurt. Miner's glove's good. Bunch of iron ore and rawhide as a quest reward. Tarragon poultry sliders. Love it. And a meat pie. It's the best kind of pie. Okay. I'm just gonna start dumping all of this stuff that I don't need currently on me in here. Because all counts as being in my inventory anyways. Alright. Go to the smelter. Gonna refine some iron. 18. Not bad. Okay. Now, eventually we're going to unlock steel ingots. When we do, we're going to need obsidian flux, but also charcoal. And charcoal is made, go figure, from wood. It just takes 2. So we do that, and we've got charcoal. When I tell you, we will need thousands of charcoal. Oh, I do mean it. Right here's the forge. Yeah, it's convenient. Like an iron longsword. I'll use rage hide instead of coarse leather. Rage hide, you guys might have noticed, was a rare drop item that you can get while skinning animals. It increased the gear score from 205 to 210. You can also spend some Azoth to make this a better weapon. And if we have any of these craft mods, we can also include them, but I don't think it needs to go up by constitution. I don't want to spend the Azoth just for this thing. Let's just make one for now. Get the crafting XP. Also notice there's a first time crafting bonus for each and every item that we see here. So I'm just going to go in and make them all. Even though he only wants us to make a sword. Or at least I'll make as many as I can. We might not have enough timber. We might not have enough iron. Definitely have the hide though. Yeah, look at that. I knew that was going to happen at some point. Wooden spear. Oh, but there's enough for the hatchet. Perfect. The reason I'm using this rage hide, by the way, guys, is the same way with the wood and the metal. We're going to have to eventually turn coarse leather into the next tier item, but we can't use rage hide to do that. So although rage hide does increase the gear score, that makes you think that it's a very valuable item. It's actually the best thing to grind up your crafting with, because it's kind of a free item that doesn't count towards the rest of your grind, if that makes any sense. Hopefully I've done a good job explaining, and it does make sense. But I understand if I didn't. Can make some plate stuff. Okay, well, about some greaves. Iron plate greaves. And some boots. And then I have no iron ingots. We got to 32 though. That's very fast.
That's a fine-looking sword, Rashal Sadak. It would almost rival the swords in Syria. I'm not surprised. It's what I've come to expect from you. Drop by at the tavern any time you want to drink, all right? I'll tell you stories of the High King Artorias you wouldn't believe.
Yeah. Okay. Now I have an objective for that. Man, I'm getting too many objectives. Now, I did forget one little thing. It wasn't those. I'm not really going to use these. I'm going to scrap them. And when I do, I'm going to get a bunch of iron back and wood back and all the stuff back and make some more. 15 of that back and 2 timber back. Maybe. I also got weapon scraps. Now, the beauty of weapon scraps is we can get our weaponsmithing experience increased for the weapon scraps. We can also turn them into ingredients, but I find that the direct experience is much more effective. First time craft bonus for that or that. I'm going to go with this great axe first. To the shield later. I'll salvage it, but I can tell I didn't get enough iron to make a shield. I can get the first craft bonus for these gauntlets. I'm also going to salvage that. So we got the weaponsmithing actually up to 40. And we did almost no grinding. The early levels are phenomenal in that regard. Has he got another mission for us? Oh, goodness.
A lot of people have
It
been
never
telling me great
ends.
things about you. I hope you know. You'll have many friends here, if you choose to stay.
That's kind of how these side quests go, though. You go in thinking you're going to spend 5 minutes working on them, and then you end up spending, 2 hours. Wait. Is this not? Why does it say? Okay. What is my map showing me? Nothing. Okay. Project board. I'll go look at it, but I feel like I don't want to mess with it right now because the project board is highly random. It oftentimes has you going on some out there projects. It does give you some really good rewards. Not gonna lie, it's just not really my cup of tea. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. I'll show you though. It's a project board here. Open her up. It has 3 little missions. Acquire and deliver 30 iron ingots. We can easily do that. Acquire and deliver a stone ornament. No thanks. So I'm going to activate it again and it'll abandon it. Acquire and deliver 30 timber. That's something that can definitely be done. 30 iron ingots and 30 wood. Those are easy to turn on. So I will. Later. For now, also, it doesn't pop up on the right hand side showing that we have a quest. So it's something that's very easily forgettable unless you look at the board itself. I have issues with that. I need reminders, damn it. But I think I've been recording this for a while, and it's a bit longer than I originally intended. So I'm going to wrap it up right here, right before I talk to this person and end the video. And I will see you guys tomorrow.